All right, responsive web design. For the next 5 minutes, everyone in this room is 5 years old, so have fun. What is responsive web design anyway? Essentially, it's when the components of your website, the links, the text, the images, the navigation, reorganize themselves based on the size of device that you're viewing the website on. So this could be a laptop, a desktop, a tablet, a smartphone, a game console, or an e-reader. All of these devices that are part of our everyday lives today and have been for some time. And the website can look good, essentially, on all of these devices. Responsive web design takes into account not only screen resolution, but also orientation. So holding the device like this, making it do cartwheels. How do you know if a website's responsive? Really, really easy. Next time you're at your desktop, take your browser window and manually resize it with your mouse. So you start at the lower corner and either shrink it left or up northwest. And if the website content changes, that's a responsive site. If it stays static, the website is not responsive. So real easy way to check right there without even having to have a mobile device. So how does it do that? How does responsive web design actually work? Well, what it does, it takes these website components, again, the links, the text, the images, and they're proportion-based versus fixed. And what that allows is that we can have 4-column layout on a desktop, 3 columns on a laptop, 2 on a tablet, and 1 on a phone. 1 website, 4 layouts. Okay? It's the same code on every device. It's just displaying differently because it's proportion-based, not fixed. So the blue blocks here represent components of a website, banner, articles, links at the top, and how those reorganize themselves based on the size of the device. So you can see here, it looks like 3 different websites, but in fact, it is just 1. And it's meant that the viewing is optimal or optimized for the size of device. I can still see everything and get the content I came to the website for. So is this hard to do? The answer is no, as long as it's envisioned from the beginning, okay? Because the thing about responsive web design is that it's a design and development technique. We have to have a design like this that's block-based, easily compartmentalized for responsive web design to work well. Okay, you can see how this can reorganize itself pretty efficiently. If we have a design like this, responsive web design is very efficient. This kind of a site, highly stylized, this is the flower show for Macy's, is very difficult to make responsive because of its design. But this company needs a highly stylized website for that flower show. So this can leave us feeling quite frustrated. I just invested in this great website. I want to make it responsive. I want my users to find me on all these devices. It's frustrating. And so sometimes it's not just as easy as making an existing site responsive. It depends on the design of that website. So should you have one? It always comes down to your goals. As with anything technology related, ask yourself, what is it that I'm trying to achieve? But I think we can all agree that in 2013, we want to be found on all the devices that we use day to day. And so responsive currently is the best solution that we have to that conundrum, the mobile conundrum. So no right and wrong answer, it depends. But always go back to what are you trying to achieve. Is it here to stay? This is a really difficult question because we could not have envisioned responsive web design 10 years ago. Because 10 years ago, we just had computers, PCs. Look what we have today. We didn't know that then, and so what can we expect 10 years from now? Who knows? But again, today, the best solution we have for the mobile question is responsive web design, because it makes websites look good on that middle piece. So takeaways, what have we learned? Educate yourself first, make decisions second. 2, responsive web design is a design and development technique, 2 parts. And lastly, always ask yourself, what is it that I'm trying to achieve? If you have a website that ads need to look really good on, they're specifically sized, responsive may not be the best way to go. Or if you need a highly stylized design, like Macy's Flower Show, maybe responsive isn't the best way to go. So in the end, you just have to sort of understand the full picture and realize that this is the best we can do for now. So, thank you.